Hey guys, so today I'll be starting a new series on Scratch, a block-based code program. Just a quick explanation for those of you who don't know. Scratch is as I said, a block-based coding program. So it's all blocks. You use blocks to code, and it's very great for beginners to learn from, and very simple. Uh, it lays a great foundation for if you ever want to become a serious coder and learn how to do more like actual quote unquote actual coding languages such as JavaScript or Java. But Scratch is definitely the best place for any beginner to start on. So yeah, today I'll be showing you around what the editor is like and how to get started on Scratch. So first thing you want to do is go to the Scratch website. Just go to scratch.mit.edu. I'll put a link in my description below, and you'll come to a page like this. If you don't have an account yet, it might look a little bit different, but it all has the same basic things. Then you would want to go to the top navigation bar and click on the Create button. What this Create button does is it makes a new project for you to play around in, and it just gives it an untitled title. So now for the basic outline of the editor. On the left side here, this is where all your blocks, or should I say your code/script is, and it literally has everything you need for your character to move, to look, what sounds it makes, what happens when something certain happens, how you control it, or what happens when it senses something, mathematical operators, variables, or just you can make even your own blocks to tell what your sprite does. Now, talking about sprites, this is your sprites, I should say, almost say description. So basically, this is like a quick description of your X and Y of your sprite. So where it is on the X axis, left to right, and Y axis, up, down. The show or hide, so basically if you can see your sprite or not, how big it is, and where it's pointing right now. And for where you actually you put your code, so like your blocks, this big blank spot right here is for putting your blocks to make your cat, let's say, move, go to a random position, or say meow. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And just to go on a little bit more, if you notice here, this is where your code is all run. So whatever you put here, once you click on your green flag, your sprites will do whatever you coded them to do. So just to keep the video actually a little bit interesting, I will be showing you how to make your cat move continuously up, down, left, right, and bounce around, just generally bounce around. So first things first, you want to go to Events and click on the when green flag clicked. So what this basically does is, as it says, when green flag clicked, do blah blah blah, whatever is under the block. So basically, once you click the green flag, and whatever code that's connected to this, your cat does. So we want when clicked, we want it to forever. So basically, what forever does, it keeps going until you press the stop, and yeah, and then it stops. You want it to move 10 steps, and yeah, so if you move 10 steps, it'll just run off into the horizon. But that's definitely not something I would want, because it looks so boring. It was only like 5 seconds long. So then you would want it to somehow like once it touches the edge, it'll go somewhere else. So let's see in the motion if it has a button like that. Hey, look right here. If on edge, bounce. So yeah, I want it to touch the edge and bounce. See? So now it touches the edge and bounce. But still, it's a very, very boring code, and you would want it to maybe like move in a random direction. Possibly we can make it very simply and just point in the mouse towards your mouse, wherever your mouse is right now. So we click on it, and as you can see, now our Scratch Cat is following our mouse. But there's only one problem left now. As you can see, when we start the project again, the cat just goes back to wherever it stopped last time. So what you would want it to do is, so after we stop it, we make it go back to the center of the X and Y axis. For those of you who don't know, it's quite simple. You can, for the center of your running commands place, you can just type 0, 0, and it'll bring your cat to the beginning wherever it started. But if you don't really understand the X and Y axis coordinations, I definitely suggest you go read an article about it. But if not, you can also do this. So you move it to wherever you wanted it to be. So let's say I wanted to start on the left here. Now it automatically updates where your cat is, and you can just put it at the beginning before the forever, and now your cat will always go to wherever you just told it to go to. So see, it always goes back to the position I just put it on the left right here. So yeah, that's the basic description and intro to Scratch. I'll be teaching you more about the blocks and how to create eventually a very simple game, and going on harder as in explaining physics, shooting, and all the basic juicy stuff in Scratch. Thank you.